Don't worry, I got you. Well, actually, really, this oven-baked caprese chicken recipe does. In just 30 minutes, you can have a restaurant-quality Italian meal ready and on your table for your entire family to enjoy. To start, you'll need about 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 pounds of boneless and skinless chicken breast. As we all know, chicken breasts have a bad reputation for coming out tough and dry instead of juicy and tender. So a little trick I like to use is to tenderize those breasts with a meat mallet before cooking. If you're doing this indoors, place a piece of either wax paper or plastic wrap over the meat to prevent any raw juices from splattering all over your kitchen. Then pound the chicken until it's no more than about 1 inch thick, and cut any bigger breast into smaller 5 to 6 ounce portions. Since this recipe starts on the stovetop and then we end up transferring it to the oven, you're gonna wanna use either a large stainless steel skillet that's oven safe or a Dutch oven. Place this on the stovetop over medium heat and add 2 tablespoons of avocado or olive oil. Once the oil is heated, you can test this by adding a little splash of water and see if it sizzles. But be very careful here as the oil can splatter. Add the chicken breast in a single layer and sprinkle with 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Sear on each side for 2 to 3 minutes. Then remove the chicken from the skillet and set it aside on a plate. Next, add 2 to 3 cloves of finely minced garlic to the skillet and saute for 30 seconds or until it becomes fragrant and starts to brown slightly. Pour in 1/4 cup of a relatively good quality balsamic vinegar. This is one of my go-to brands. 1 tablespoon of brown or white sugar, another 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Give this all a good stir. Bring the sauce to a boil. Reduce the heat to low. Simmer for 2 to 3 minutes or until it begins to thicken. While the sauce is simmering, you'll want to prep those tomatoes. To do this, simply cut 1 pint of either grape or cherry tomatoes in half. You can leave them whole, but they won't cook up as quickly if you do. Place the chicken back into the pot, making sure you flip it over so all of those sides are coated. Top each chicken breast with 1 ounce of either sliced or shredded mozzarella. Pour in the cut tomatoes. And you want to make sure here that some of those are nestled in that balsamic vinegar sauce so they soak up a bunch of that yummy flavor. Bake the chicken in a preheated 350-degree oven for 15 to 18 minutes, or until the chicken has an internal temperature of 165 degrees and the middle is no longer pink. Yep, that's perfect. When the chicken is baking in the oven, it's a great time to whip up some other quick and simple side dishes. One of my all-time favorites is air fryer asparagus because it's ready in just 8 minutes. But you can always boil up some pasta or gnocchi instead. And if you want a little bit more inspiration, you've got to check out these air fryer recipes right over here. Oops, almost forgot my favorite part of this dish, that basil. Add as much as you want here. You really can't overdo it. Oh my goodness, that was so good. It's so quick and so easy to make. And I cannot wait to hear what you think. So be sure to leave me a comment and let me know. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.